Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for rocking out with me today. Today we're checking out some Van Morrison. This one is Wavelength. This is a donation request via Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you so much for supporting the channel in that way, man. We're going to read this one off right here. It says Van Morrison Wavelength. Brother man Sean, thank you, brother man, for playing our request. You're always so understanding and kind. Above everything else, you are courteous, considerate, and generous to your fans, not just to some people in some circumstances, but to everyone all the time. You always put the love of music and the diversity of music for your fans first. We all thank you for being that person that you are. You've got us on you, Wavelength, bruh, and we've got you tuned in. Yo, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the support and continuing to support the channel in that way, man. Thank you for your courteous and kind words as well. Thank you so much, man. Yep, I try to stay open-minded and listen to everything. I know sometimes I'm going to agree with people on music, and sometimes I'm going to have a different opinion than other people. All I ask is that we all be respectful of it, man. And I know I won't always get that. Sometimes you're just going to get people who don't feel that way. Just, you know, it happens, but it's cool, man. I'm going to stay open-minded to what you guys want to request here, and sometimes I'm going to vibe with it. Sometimes I may not, but I'll always put it as courteous as I can, right? I don't want to hype anything up that I don't think is amazing, and I don't want to crap on anything that I don't think is great, but I'll just be honest with you guys, but always try to keep it cool, man. And that's all I want from the same people. So yeah, hopefully we can see it on the same way, but thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Today we're going to be diving into Van Morrison Wavelength, checking out your request right here. So thank you once again, man. Let's go ahead and dive into this one. Before I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the description if you guys are enjoying the channel, man. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Let's hit play, see what's up.
This is a song about your wavelength and my wavelength, baby. You turn me on when you get me on your wavelength now, yeah. With your wavelength, go with your wavelength, with your wavelength, with your wavelength. Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, oh mama, oh mama.
Ooh, transitioning. Oh, okay.
Wavelength. Oh mama, wavelength.
I'm vibing with this.
You never let me down, no, no. You never let me down, no, no. When I'm down, you always comfort me. When I'm alone, let shine and see about me. You are everywhere you're supposed to be. And I can get your station when I need rejuvenation. My wavelength. Oh my wavelength.
Such a different kind of song.
No, no. You never let me down, no, no.
That's a full one. I love it, man. That's a full one by Van. There's so much going on in here from the beginning with those little electronic kind of sounds going on in the background that was kind of new for me for when it comes to Van Morrison. I wasn't used to that, man. You get that transition into the first verses and the choruses, man. It just becomes more full-bodied as you listen to the song. You get more harmonies going on in the background, backing vocals, the sounds are overlapping. It just becomes just a full-on experience. And for Wavelength, I felt like we're talking about two things. At first, I was definitely thinking love, kind of like being on the same frequency as somebody and connecting with them, right? When y'all have so much in common and there's just so many things that bring you guys together that you're just like, hey, we're on the same wavelength, we're on the same frequency. But then he was also talking about, made me think about music. He was talking about America's calling over to him, and I thought maybe we start talking about music that maybe influenced him, artists that influenced him. So I was like, okay, maybe we're talking about multiple things that just connect us, right? The things that make us love what we love, whether that be person, animal, music, TV shows, whatever it is. It's the thing that connects us, that's something between us. The wavelength is the way I started feeling about it, but we'll see if there's any other detailed information, which I really hope there is, because I'd like to understand what Van thought this song was about, man. So let's go ahead and see what we can find out. But full body sound right here, man. This song was just full. I loved it, man. Great request, man. Thank you so much for this one. All right, so learning what we can about this one. This is Wavelength off the studio album by Van Morrison. This one was released in 1978, or it actually looks like this is the studio album. So okay, so we've got to click on this one. Fortunately, look, out of all the songs on the studio album, we only have Wavelength, which can actually be clicked on and learned about. So awesome, man. We at least have that. So right here now we've got the song Wavelength off the album, I guess, of the same name. And it was released in 1978, and the songwriter on this one is Mr. Van Morrison himself. It says that this one climbed to number 42 on the US charts and stayed in the Hot 100 for 11 weeks, man. That's a long time, man. That is awesome stuff. The most important contribution to the music was made by Peter Bardens, who played the 1970s synthesizers. Yeah, so that was those weird electronic sounds we were getting right there, man, performed by him. In his biography, it says Brian Hilton states that it is a love song about the mysterious and unspoken communication between a couple, and also refers to the singer's adolescent years when he would listen to the voice of America and the sounds of his favorite artists. So yeah, man, we did catch it. We did catch it. It was about multiple things, not just a love, but also about a love of music, not just a love of a relationship, okay? So that's pretty dope. He's talking about artists such as Ray Charles singing "Come Back, Baby, Come Back." So I hadn't heard that song, but I guess he quoted it right there, and I was figuring that might have been what was happening, but I wasn't sure just because I wasn't familiar with those lyrics. It says, in the song, Morrison refers to his first solo hit, Brown Eyed Girl, using the lyrics, "Won't you play that song again for me about my lover in the grass?" Ah, I didn't catch that one, but I love learning about that right here, man. So it says, the AllMusic reviewer wrote that Wavelength makes some nods to its era, 1978 most notably, and obviously via the use of the fat 1970s synthesizers played by Peter Bardens, which play spacey loops that mimic the interference and bubbling feedback one gets when dialing up shortwave radio stations. It is a little bit of cleverness, and Morrison elicits the same feelings on his own recording that he no doubt had discovering his favorite new music, man. So that's dope stuff, man. Love this one. Great request, man. Fantastic request with this one. I'm loving Van Morrison. This one being definitely high up on the charts for me when it comes to Van Morrison, man. I've got some greats up there, but he's just got greats. That's what Van does, I guess. That's just what Van does, and this one goes right along there with the greats I've heard from him. So fantastic, man. Thank you so much for this one. I hope many of you guys enjoyed rocking out with me on this one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are rocking with me, man. If you guys are enjoying myself and the channel, please consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3. Dope way to support me. Let me know more from Van Morrison you guys would like featured on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out that description, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.